What's up, everybody? I am Craig Smith, Craig Smith on YouTube, and today I am going to show you how I write a verse. So today we're going to go through a 16-bar verse, like what it looks like for me to write a 16-bar verse. This is going to be like, I'm gonna pitch this one for licensing, so this would be like a standard, you know, I'm the greatest rapper kind of verse, and it's themed in the 90s, but we're going to today it up a little bit, so I'm gonna call it 90s. When we say 16 bars, we mean 16 measures. So basically, that's a measure. It's 4 bars. So I usually split my verses up into 4 stanzas of 4 bars. That way I know I get 16, and I'll show you how I format mine. It's kind of crazy looking, but I usually, starting off is sometimes the hardest part unless you just have had like a line in your head all day. But for me, I usually try to refrain from using the word I a lot, and so I try never to start off with I unless I'm trying to say something specific. I like to use imagery to kind of start off with, just because I know if I say, like, there's a verse on my album that starts, green lights riding through Kansas City after game 6. No, we made it. No, we ain't paid, but let's just say we can't quit. You know, like, that forces me to kind of be creative with the wordplay or whatever. So, so let's start. All right, so I got like the first part of this first line. Never been a greater MC, you know, and so like in my head, I'm usually like rapping into the next bar, just to see where it flows. Never been a greater MC. Okay, so this 4 bars that I got right here, I basically like to keep when I'm writing at least, I usually keep all my bars in order. So this one is, never been a greater MC. My lyrics quickly take you back to a time when my lyrics quickly take you back to a time where them bass heads shifting from doing blow to rock. The 80s showed me lots about making loops. There's another thing. Like I don't like when I write. I kind of like to just go, you know. And so a lot of times I'm going back and trying to figure out why I wrote what I wrote, where I wrote it, and I have certain tricks and stuff like that. I can show you. I have a lot of like hieroglyphics and markings when I do this. So, this is so intimate and so vulnerable. So one thing that I like to use is this little like comma symbol for when I know the first kick or the first little tick of the measure starts. So the first boom, I usually make a mark somewhere if I need to remember it. So I know that the first word kicks in after that little first tick or whatever. I usually put like a comma right there, so I know like that's the first kick. So never been the greater MC. My lyrics quickly, and then I don't know where I come in with this take you back. So never been the greater MC. And I usually put like a little space right there to show that there's a space between those words. Never been the greater MC. My lyrics quickly take you back to a time where take you back to a time. All right, so like that take comes in a little quicker than the never did in the first bar. So take you back. So I usually count the measures. So there's usually like 4 ticks in every measure. So that's the first like measure. So I usually try to find where those ticks are in the verse so that I know where to start or what the cadence is. So I know I'll clap. Take you back to a time where them bass heads shifting. Take you back to a time where them bass heads shifting. So I know that second tick is going to happen somewhere in between somewhere in this word back. And for that, I just usually put like a dot. Take you back. Take you back to Batam. Actually, and this is like, I just scribble stuff out if it's messed up. Take you back to it. It's actually on the 2. I'm slow. To a time when them bass head shifting, and so like you see at the end where I lost room right here, I usually don't carry it over into the next one. I keep it right there, so that I know that that's all one thing. Like sometimes, and I'll use the other method in the next stanza, but people use slashes. From doing blow to rock, the 80 showed me lots about how to see right there. I would be getting tripped up if I was trying to record. Shifting from doing blow to rock, the 80 showed me lots about making loop flows was hot. Showed me lots. And so that kick is right there. We'll put it over here. And then, since I know this about is going to be drawn out, showed me lots about making loop, and not showed me lots about making loop. You know, since that about is kind of going to be drawn out, I usually like count the syllables in it and make markings under it. So that first about showed me lots about and then I'm making loop flows was hot. And then I put those dots in there just to remind me of where I am. Showed me lots about making loop flows was hot. See, like that's my method. Some people just freeform write. So let's see if I can do the other method effectively.